Stan with the Sports Condo, and we're here to give you our picks for the running back position for the 2019 Fantasy Draft.
We're going to get right into it, but we want to preface this by saying the Sports Convo does not guarantee results. We think and we feel confident that we know what we're doing, but we're not responsible for those of you at home watching this.
We're not, but we would like to know if you use our advice, how do you do? So let us know.
Good or bad, we're fine with the results.
So who do you have at number one?
So in one of the leagues I'm in, I ended up with the number one draft pick. I was hoping for it all preseason, and I had Saquon Barkley. Not only because he was an awesome guy when we met him, shout out to Saquon Barkley, New York Zone, the X Zone. The problem with him, number one, I have another player. And now, just to also preface that, I am in PPR leagues. So just to differentiate why I'm going with somebody else on a pick. Saquon Barkley, my concern with him is, he's the best running back in football. He's going to have a good year. But again, this is about fantasy. This is about accumulating points. So whether you like him or not, you want points. PPR league, you want a guy that's going to get receptions and points. Saquon Barkley, my worry with him is that the Giants' offense sucks. Sorry to be so harsh. Big fan of Eli, but it's getting toward the end. I feel like they're working on Daniel Jones coming back. They only have two playmakers on offense, Saquon and Evan Ingram. When defenses are just going to key on them, whether stacking the box and even the outlet passes, they're going to just focus on stopping him. So that's why I'm not as high as Saquon.
Well, I still think Saquon's a pretty good, safe bet. I know you have somebody else for the number one pick, but I do agree. I think that defenses will keep their eye on Saquon, so it could be kind of risky, but he's a beast, and I think he's just going to beast it.
Well, I think either way, he's going to be, a top pick. He's going to be one of the few first-round running backs, and the first round in a lot of your leagues are going to be running backs. Just to let you know, you're not surprised as far as drafting and who to look for. In a PPR league, I am going with Run CMC.
Yes.
Also a nice young man we met in Atlanta for the Super Bowl. Great guy. His dad played for the New York Giants. Good grounded kid, but he was a beast at Stanford, and he's carried on that same exciting play in the NFL. Pass catcher, running back. He's actually, I don't know if you saw the picture over the offseason, but he went viral. Looks like he gained some muscle weight. So,
he's going to be even more explosive. I mean, he was so fun to watch last year.
Right. He was a human joystick, control. I mean, he was unbelievable.
He was all over the place, and he really helped Cam out when he had that injury. So.
Right, and I think his floor is so much higher than the other running backs. So it's a safe pick, but he also has very high upside too. So that's why I love him. Guys, I think we kind of share some guys that we think are elite. Ezekiel Elliot, once he comes to camp at some point, whenever that is.
Hopefully he'll make it.
Exactly.
And then we have Alvin Kamara.
James Conner. All these guys.
So with James Conner, I mean, he's now got that lead role on the Steelers with Le'Veon Bell gone, but he was really explosive in the beginning of last season, but then he kind of regressed a little bit already in one season.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I did not have James Conner in my leagues, but people who I played against, he blew up with the points. I mean, they didn't miss a beat with Le'Veon Bell, so I still think he's safe.
Of the season
And he fizzled out.
I thought he did, so it'll be interesting to see what he does this year.
Okay, and then I have Le'Veon Bell on my elite list just because the Jets, I don't know how great their offense will be, but I think he's going to give you value both as a runner and a receiver. And I think he has a chip on his shoulder. I mean, he apologized to fantasy football owners for last year for drafting him and then him sitting out the whole year. So I think he's going to return and be a beast.
Yeah, we'll see how fast he kind of gets back into the groove. So if he can, then he could be a very good player. But if he's still a little rusty, we'll see. Right.
And then, as far as elite running backs, a guy I love this year is Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook with Minnesota is a guy that I believe their schedule, from looking at it, it's pretty favorable. The only thing with him is injury. If he gets hurt, you have a problem. But as a conservative fantasy football player, I have the backup plan, which is Alexander Mattison. So what you want to do is, if you get Dalvin Cook, just make sure you grab Alexander Mattison to step in. He can seamlessly step into that running back position. and deliver fantasy points. Dalvin Cook or Alexander Mattison. Watch for those guys this year.
Yeah, I had Dalvin Cook last year, and
yeah,
it was
so did friends of mine.
Yeah, it was not a good pick, but towards the end of the season, I felt like he was looking a little bit more healthy. So with this, off season, hopefully he got healthier and he'll live up to his potential this season.
Yeah, one thing, and I don't know, going back to how people draft and that kind of thing, different strategies. I'm a guy who goes for home runs every round. What I want to do is try to draft guys that are going to give you upside. I know some people that sometimes maybe draft for depth, and some guys just draft based on points they allow. So Dalvin Cook, love the player, love his game, love the fit in Minnesota with a good defense, have a good running back. So I'm going for upside there. That's how I draft personally. So I like the home run hitters. Sometimes, like home run hitters do, you're going to strike out. And I've been there too. So I'm ready for the hit on